This thing was terrible. Like, I mean, beyond terrible.
You'll never know the touch of a romantic lover.
You know what's bad? When I'm more confused than Shaq.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood. It is night number 2 of FanFest here. We're gonna be doing all the Jurassic Park stuff. We're gonna see the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. We're gonna explore Super Nintendo World and find a bunch of Yoshis. We gotta try more food and ponder. There's so much happening, and we're going back to the Scooby-Doo experience. Will it be good tonight? Let's see.
All right, so we're going to the One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering. They have the bar over here to the left, and they get the collectible souvenir cups. You can also get it in a barrel. I guess the bar is just called One Piece, but this glows during the nighttime. The register kind of looks like a ship, and it says One Piece. And during the nighttime, all of this glows.
Okay, so it's interesting to see on the menu how the mocktails are kind of highlighted and then the alcoholic drinks are kind of, you know, pushed down to the bottom. There's a shift happening where people really aren't drinking alcohol as much, so the alcohol sales are down kind of across the board. So we're seeing more and more mocktails pop up across theme parks and restaurants. These are the exact same mocktails that they serve over at the quick service restaurant right across, but at the bar, you gotta tip the bartenders because they're making the drinks. So if you do not want to tip the bartenders on a mocktail, just go to the quick service because you don't tip over there, but you do have to tip over here. And then also, there's no prices on the menu, so I have no idea how much these things cost. So first off, let's start off with the mocktail. We got the Luffy's Monkey Punch, guava, honey, strawberry, watermelon, lemonade, grenadine, and club soda topped with strawberry boba. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, that's a no for me. Oh, it's just all the artificial fruits blended together. You get a little hint of the watermelon and the strawberry. This is not for me. Literally drinking like a pixie stick. That's how much sugar is in this freaking thing. I think it's just too sugary and too sweet.
4 out of 10. It's rough. I don't think I could finish it.
Now it's time to try the alcoholic drink. The Golden Mango Splash. Sun Cruiser Classic Iced Tea, Coconut Rum, Mango Puree, Lime Juice topped with Mango Boba, Dried Mango Slice, and Pineapple Leaf. It's like a weird funky spa water with a bunch of different fruits in it. I'm gonna do like a 7 out of 10 on this.
Over the windows here, they have the whole cast of characters. There's fruit everywhere throughout the little bar. They got little chopper hanging out over here. Some more fruits. Then they got the flag. So they have the fountain here, and they have the boat. I like how it says not for sale, do not touch. But there's the boat. Okay, so here's the rundown of all the new Jurassic merch. They have a ton of new headbands, $30. You have a little pterodactyl headband, a Dilophosaurus headband. They have a little T-Rex headband, $40 for this Jurassic canteen. You can see the Jurassic logo in the camo. $70 for the hoodie. It's stitched in Jurassic Park. And then on the back, oh, it's a little Triceratops hood. $70. They have the pillow that turns into kind of like a snuggy wearable blanket. So someone kind of unraveled it, but your head will go right there. And then you got like little arms and everything. $40, there's a new Jurassic Park crossbody bag. And then $24 for these little pterodactyl socks. $29 for the Jurassic fuzzy slippers. Then they have a new little like pillow pet that you sleep with. $35 for this little sleeping T-Rex. Just kind of looks like a giant chicken nugget though. We did get some new Yoshi shirts. So $35 a piece. They're gonna have the green Yoshi. Then they're gonna have the purple Yoshi. Then they're gonna have the pink Yoshi shirt. $30, there's 2 little kid shirts. A pink Yoshi and a blue Yoshi. And then $30, this is from last year, but I guess they're kind of reusing it. It's little slippers, $40. It's a really fuzzy kind of Yoshi backpack. There's a little spot, you can put some storage in a shell. $22, they have some new little plushies. You got the green Yoshi. You got the pink Yoshi. You got blue Yoshi here. And then $90, I think there's reused in a bunch of the merch. It's like a jacket, then on the back, you'll have a Yoshi right there. $34, they got the bucket hat. And then $35, they have the Yoshi hat with some Yoshis underneath it.
Now we're going down to the lower lot.
All right, so they have the Dungeons and Dragons, the First Roll Tavern. Now they brought the gelatinous cube back. That thing was utterly disgusting last year. But they do have these little cheesecake dragon eggs, some new drinks. All right, let's look at the menu. So they got some premium cocktails. They do have a specialty non-alcoholic cocktail, some draft beer, and then food. They're gonna have a roast beef sandwich, hot wings, cheese fondue, the dragon eggs, or the gelatinous cube. All right, so here's the rations pickup. All right, so you don't pick the color, the dragon chooses you. So we got green. All right, Allison. You're Shawshanking right now. Get through the concrete.
Almost.
Oh, nice and organized everything, but the job done today. I got my...
Like a power saw. What the heck?
Was it supposed to be spicy? Oh, my God. You know what it tastes like? It's like frozen.
Alright, that's how the cross section looks.
Alright, so we got the dragon egg cheesecake, chocolate hazelnut cheesecake served in a colored chocolate dragon shell. I think it's the best thing we've eaten so far at FanFest. I'm doing 9 out of 10 on it. Imagine a Snickers kind of ice cream mousse.
So everybody's kind of lining up. They're all queued up to head in. Next to the Transformers attraction, go to the right, and this is going to be the Dungeons & Dragons Secret of Waterdeep. That might sound familiar if you went last year. It's slightly different. We are heading backstage.
Grand City of Waterdeep. We stand as proud members of the Harpers, guardians of justice sworn to oppose dark forces. Within your Harpers group, 4 classes stand ready for action. Rogues, who strike from the shadows. Clerics, who wield divine flames. Fighters, who excel in battle strategy. And wizards, who are book-smart spellcasters. Our journey begins at the Curious Past, a shop filled with artifacts and mystery. Your journey begins now. Step forward, adventurers. Waterdeep is counting on you.
You are late, and here I am, Larvae Star Shadow, far too patient for my own good. We don't have much time. Now then, where do I hide the quest today? I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, she is gorgeous, but not relevant to our mission, of course. Only the very skilled can awaken the magic ball. Listen to the glasses here, stick your hand and check them out. Oh, illusion! I thought you might have the gift of conjuring. Xanathar, the evil crime lord, once again seeks to destroy the city of Waterdeep, this time with the dragon staff of Agaror. He is aligned, a powerful red dragon, Seagon, to remove the dragon ward barrier, prevents dragons from entering the city of Waterdeep. Oh no, you need that. You, along with Rothery and Evelina, the leaders of your local harpers, must find the dragon staff and steal it back. They'll be along shortly, I'm sure. You can't all that's all we need is marvelous. And away it goes, so talented you are. Now, your mission, my friends, is clear. Locate your harper leaders, steal back the dragon staff, and of course, save Waterdeep! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Now that's what I like to hear. And right on time, Throkery and Evelina.
Did someone order a hero?
Let's go get that dragon staff.
Alright then, wizards and fighters, you're with me!
Especially you fighters, keep your eyes to the skies.
That's pretty cool indeed. Yeah, take your time like you never heard of a haste spell before. No biggie. Let me hear you, Harpers!
The dragon staff is still out there, and every skill counts.
That's true. Let's see what this party can do. Starting with my rogue. Show me your sneakiest shuffle.
Good.
Alright, now for the clerics. Give me your finest healing gesture. Ah! Ooh, that picked something I thought was permanent.
Fighters, strike your battle pose. Do it. Yes.
Wizards, you bring the magic.
This party is taking shape.
Now our bad guy Xanathar, he's a vain and insecure diva, but with your help, a good vicious mockery spell should be enough to take him down. Watch and learn. You'll never know the touch of a romantic lover. Now you, say something insulting. Or everybody give a nice big boo! This guy is the worst person in the room. You should have heard what he said.
Excellent.
Don't repeat it. There's children right here.
I think we're ready.
There's a...
Mortals, the Dragon Ward no longer protects your city.
I need something to
Waterdeep will burn and all of your treasure will now be mine!
Alright, hold up where he was.
I cowered very bravely, didn't I? Hey, what was that? That's a good idea. We should split up the party.
No, split the party.
They look like a very learned person. I'm gonna take them at their word. We're splitting the party. Let's go. That's me, by the way.
This looks like a one lightning bolt.
Of all the dungeons in Waterdeep, she finds the rarest thing in the room. Classic Kissimmee.
And this looks like something I already have. It's known as Wake the Dead juice. Right, Wizard? Right! Yes. Wait. This is suspicious. Rooms like this always have a purpose.
We're standing in the middle of a puzzle, aren't we?
Yes, and puzzles usually want something.
Light! They want light! Where's my cleric friend? Where'd you go? Huh? There you are! Hit me with some dancing lights. You're my cleric now. Here's some bardic inspiration. Yes!
This is the entrance to Xanathar's lair. Whatever this puzzle is, it's a way out. My fighters, are you detecting any dangerous creatures? Safe?
Behind you, Nedry! Nice. I do not want more mini surprises, though. I think it's time for a thunder wave!
Join us next time.
Sorry about that.
Look, it is a puzzle, and you are the pieces.
Get in the glowing switch. Hey! We did it! Puzzle solved! There above! Alright, I guess we'll just go. That felt really awkward.
This way.
Was it my fault?
I wrote.
Do you know how to tell if a girl
Stay
likes you or
quiet.
not?
When in doubt,
I'm still
keep
trying
it
to
out.
figure it out.
Whatever the crockery's doing. Alright, this
I just get nervous when you talk to pretty ladies, you know, kind of like... Very good. Oh my God. Wow. So much treasure. Dragon staff. That's a stunner, huh? Hey, where's my clerics? Any clerics in the room?
No.
Watch out!
Disintegrate!
Get down!
Xanathar is the rightful owner of the Dragon Staff. But don't worry, I'll make sure your deaths are quick. Do you really think you can steal from Xanathar and live to tell the tale? It's time to take a deep, permanent sleep. My baby!
Quick, use your voice as vicious mockery! You're up here!
You have chapped lips. You need some chapstick.
Get out of my sight! You can't even spell good! I'll protect you!
The healing spell?
I can do it.
I found a portal scroll. Repeat after me. Scroll to light, portal ignite. Scroll to light, portal ignite. We did it! All right, everyone, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, she's a little sleepy. No, Evie, you can't lie down. She's always trying to sleep in the middle of quests. Not a problem though, because I got this. Who remembers what this is? That's right, it's Wake the Dead juice. Your memory is inflammable. Now I'm gonna wake up the dead!
It's spicy! Did we do it?
We did. I have the dragon staff right here and the wand of lightning bolts conveniently in my...
Foolish Throckery and Evelina! Did you really think you did this yourselves? It was I, Lonale Star Shadow!
Wait, this wand is alive! Wow.
Nothing can stop me now.
Light her up, Evie!
Welcome to the cult of the dragon!
Hey, Lily! The wand of lightning bolts down from our
Wow! Woo! Huzzah! Dragon staff secured, Waterdeep saved, mission complete! Huzzah!
And I have you!
my new friends to thank for
You
it.
made a new friend. I'm speechless.
Speechless, promise.
Never. Now, we'll secure these items. You all go have a drink or 5 at the First Roll Tavern. We'll meet you there. And until our next quest, our harbor friends.
Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons, exact same as last year. They did tweak a couple things and it ran a lot smoother this year than last year with the whole microphone system. If we do a FanFest again next year, give us like a new story if you're bringing back Dungeons and Dragons. But it's time to go to Super Nintendo World and go see some little Yoshis.
All right, so they're saying Super Nintendo World closes at 12 o'clock. The event does go till like 1 or 1:30. So it closes an hour early.
Let's see how different the Yoshi experience is this year.
All the different colored Yoshis are everywhere. They have the purple one here in the center. You get to pick your own Yoshi hat. I got the blue one. They give you a pencil and then a little scavenger hunt. All right, last year we had to get like stickers and stuff. Let's see what we have to do. All right, this is so much better than last year. So it's still a scavenger hunt, but you don't have to track down a team member to get a sticker or anything. So you just kind of like answer different questions that are around the land, right? So what's the name of the castle? Bowser. So kids and adults can do this. You know, what's Mario's flagpole flag upside down? So then you take the circled letters and then you unscramble everything and then you unlock a special meet and greet.
Oh, here's 3 more Yoshis.
So let's pop into the One Up Factory and show you the special Yoshi merch. They got the shoulder plushes down here. So they're $25 each. Again, it's got the magnet, the little plate that goes underneath your shirt, but they're gonna have a yellow Yoshi, then they're gonna have a pink Yoshi, then they got the blue one, and then you're gonna come around here and they're gonna have the classic green Yoshi. And then the last one, they're gonna have some little purple Yoshis.
Finish the scavenger hunt. So you kind of like, you know, decode it at the end with the circled letters, but it's pretty easy. So kids and adults can do it, but then you go to the back area as a special meet and greet.
All right, so right over here, this is kind of where you have to go. It's kind of a hidden little area. Oh my God, there's Mario. There's Mario and Yoshi coming by.
So you go upstairs, it's about a 30-minute wait right now, and we're on like crunch time because it's our last night for FanFest. But after you get a photo, they give you a special golden Yoshi sticker. So we saw them, we just don't have time to take a photo with them right now.
All right, so we're heading back into the Jurassic World Journey Through the Eras.
This time we're gonna do the deeper dive. We're gonna show you the different props from the films. We had a blast on opening night, but this is night 2, so.
Long time no see, Dolores. Did you get your candy last night?
The candy. Oh, you're gonna get that reaction.
All right, here we go. We're heading into Jurassic Park. John Hammond is here.
I'm here.
So John, I gotta ask you.
Ask away.
How good of an employee is Dennis Nedry?
He's the bane of my existence. His financial woes are not my responsibility.
Yeah. Does he take longer than normal breaks?
Breaks? I don't know if he's ever worked a day in his life. The man is a scourge to humanity. It
was great seeing ya.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Okay, so this is a screen use vehicle. So this is from the Lost World. This is the InGen Hunter Snagger. There's some raptors. Some raptors are causing some havoc right here. They're on top of it. Looks like there might be some flares inside there. Oh, there's some compies. Some little compies up there. We got the massive T-Rex here. Then we got one of the InGen trucks from Lost World. So they used to have a lot of these props on the tram tour. Then the incident happened and they kind of, oh, there's the phone. An incident happened, then they shut down that section of the tram tour. So now they're kind of reusing the props over here. Got the Spinosaurus here. If you look, there are some raptor eggs down there. Dennis is over here working very hard.
Good job, Juliet. You guys can stop doing it now. She's also stopped doing it. Good girl, Juliet. We are very proud of you. This is the best day ever. Yes.
That can't be comfortable, Dennis. That.
We're going to have to teach her everything.
Good.
To show that she
Oh, just needed a little siesta. All good.
We do have a quick question for you. So John Hammond, he said nothing but wonderful things about you.
The man is a scourge to humanity.
What are some things that you would like? Some bonuses working for Jurassic Park?
Pizza party.
Pizza party?
Why not a pizza party for everybody?
That'll keep your
For all the
loyalty?
hard workers here. My loyalty. A little bit of hard cold cash right there. Cold hard cash, pizza party, my own parking spot. For my Jeep right here, you gotta park it somewhere closer to where it is now. I got about a block radius I gotta walk, and it's too much, especially in this plastic going through the Costa Rican air. I can't do it. What else do I want? A little respect at the end of the day. A little respect, an office closer to the vending machines. That's, you know, top 5 things right there. Anything else you can think of? Anything else I should ask for?
Get a little waterbed for a break room.
A waterbed?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
It's,
Ruby over
it's
here.
the 90s, right? Yeah, get a little waterbed.
Waterbed in the break room. I love that.
I was wondering if I could get your autograph.
My autograph?
Yes. It's not any special legal documents, I promise.
Yeah,
it's,
sure.
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You want me to put my signature on something so you can forge it onto something later. Not gonna happen.
Okay.
I'll give you a doodle. Let's see, let's draw one of these dumb things over here. I'll draw my least favorite dinosaur.
Okay.
How about that?
That works.
I'll draw my least favorite dinosaur. Oh, I'm not an artist per se, but you know, I do what I can. Oh, looking so ugly.
Are you excited for the scientists coming to visit Jurassic Park? Do you think they're going to sign off?
We got someone visiting here?
Yeah, there's a couple people. John Hammond's flying them in.
Are they trying to form a union?
No.
Then I could care less. Care less. Hope they get eaten.
Exactly.
Which may happen. Ooh, I was doodling well. Not even looking. Oh, okay. And then there's that. Splat.
Splat? Oh.
There.
Look at that work of art right there. Wow. You should have been an artist.
It's just one of my many talents. I have so many skills that they're not using.
Yeah.
I got so many skill sets, you know. Can I get rid of this?
This is the magic that I felt being in Hill Valley, being actually able to interact with Dennis and like have an actual conversation that I kind of always wanted to have as a kid. What would Dennis be like if I talked to him? He's everything I expected and more. Wonderful experience.
Thank you folks so much for coming out to see Juliet here in the Jurassic experience. All right, I'm coming. I'm only going to tail roots like thrice by the Triceratops today. Really? When I'm standing right there? You couldn't wait until we got inside and I got out of the line of fire? She said no.
They have some benches over here. If you just want to like sit and chill, you got a Velociraptor on top of the cage. Then they have this kind of raptor paddock set up. So it says caution, raptor activity, restricted area, containment division. This gate cannot be opened when the fence is armed. And then here they have the boat from Jurassic Park 3. As you know, they're all hiding in there from the Spinosaurus. Velociraptor on top. They're playing the live music over there.
Catch me if you can.
Oh, pick on me because I'm slow.
I'm slower.
I'll get you, Nedry.
InGen is here. Nothing's gonna go wrong when you see InGen. Everything all good?
So far,
So far,
good,
okay.
yeah.
The Jurassic Park employees are getting upset with each other.
Some IT guy told me to unlock the cages.
Hope they get eaten.
Calm down. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Guys, we're gonna need some help over here.
Calm down, boy.
Down.
We got a serious problem.
See the other raptor. We need some help over here.
Lead 1 to base. No sign of the raptors outside the compound. I'll check the other staging areas.
All personnel, be aware that we have a possible...
Stay behind the red barricade. You'll all be safe. We got it under control.
Be aware that 2 raptors have escaped the perimeter.
Do not cross the lights at all.
Can I get a confirmation that security personnel are in position on the ridgeline?
We're in position. No sign of the raptors so far.
All attention security personnel. This is a code red warning. The raptors are coming this way. Take all necessary precautions.
Check no! 2 to engage! Everyone needs to get back! The raptors are having us waiting in It's too late. She's here. Engine still behind me. Do not engage. Easy.
Please breach the compound. Stay alert. Other raptors will be notified. They never travel alone.
We'll need to push off base. Zulu's out. Zulu's out.
All right, you three, head inside. We got out of here. No. Frank, will you stand down? Get your people out.
Base, we gotta get
You get out of the way. We got this.
down to it. Down to it.
Watch your tail. You just stand up. We got this. Hey, watch out.
Dr. Ian Malcom. Long time no see.
Hello, long time no see. How are we doing today?
Pretty good. How would you improve Jurassic Park?
How would I improve Jurassic Park? Really shortly, I would close it. Yeah, I'd close it, right? Because if evolution has taught us anything, is that life cannot be contained, right?
Yeah.
Life, it breaks free, it crashes through barriers, it expands through new territories, painfully, sometimes dangerously, but take a look around. Here it is.
Yeah, you don't want dinosaurs going into the general public.
No.
It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good.
No, the dinosaurs had their shot, you know? And nature selected them for extinction. Now, you gotta ask yourself why. We're interfering with the natural balance of things. It's not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all. And I do not want to be in the middle of Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Mother Nature is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, what would you give Jurassic Park out of 10?
As it stands right now, it's 6 out of 10.
Okay.
All right. It's got a lot of room to go down. More,
yeah.
All right, and go up.
Okay.
We'll see if we make it out with all our limbs.
Oh, that's a good answer.
I had so much fun watching the raptor experiences. Little raptor right there. Talking to Ian, talking to Dennis. There's something kind of for everyone at FanFest. For me, it was like the Jurassic Park stuff this year. Really dug it. So I thought all the performers did such a wonderful job. The Universal Studios Hollywood performers are next level because they're actually like real actors on the side, right? You'll see them in TV and movies and stuff, and then they also work here. So you're getting some of the best performers. I had a blast. We're gonna go up to the upper lot now. We're gonna pop into the 3 broomsticks. All right, so we just got a ton of food. Allison's gonna try the Scotch egg, a boiled egg covered in a pork coating, served with a grainy mustard.
It's an interesting flavor. I like the Italian sausage and the hard-boiled egg. I think this might be like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
So then I'm gonna try the Welsh Rarebit, rustic sourdough baked with a savory cheddar cheese sauce. It reminds me of like a grilled cheese. That is a potent cheese. Imagine like a British Texas toast. The sourdough is very good. There's like a sharp sour cheddar on top. I'm gonna do like an 8 out of 10 on this. Okay, so then we also got the curry chicken. It's gonna be chicken tikka masala served on a bed of steamed rice with grilled red onions and a creamy yogurt sauce. I'm gonna do 8 out of 10 on that. Really tender chicken. Rice was cooked very well. Nice and filling. So now it's time for dessert. We got the hippogriff trifle cake, spiced sponge cake layered with maple vanilla bean chantilly and a brown sugar crumble topped with a spiced hippogriff cookie with pumpkin sprinkles. Just tasted like a crappy coffee cake. I'm gonna do like a 6 out of 10 on that. Okay, it's time to go see Universal Monsters and Scooby-Doo, see how it is tonight. Last night, we did not have the best experience.
This is stupid.
See how it's running tonight, because this will be technically night 3, because they had a team member preview, opening night, and now tonight. Hopefully it's better. So where the 3D glasses normally were, now they're handing out the manuals. So that's a slight improvement. Allison has spent hours upon hours upon hours researching to prepare for this moment to solve the mystery.
Okay, so the first clue, you have to follow the Phantom director's footprints. And when he walked past some thorny bush, he left an article behind, and you have to cross off whoever doesn't have that article in their mugshot. And so whatever that article is, you'll notice it. And spoiler, it's a lanyard that says staff. So you'll see Max has one, Artie has one, and June has one. They all have it. Carla does.
Carla, oh,
She's
okay.
not guilty. She's fine.
Fun level right now. What are you at?
Well, this is my problem. I feel like grammatically, the clues were written weird. Like, let me read it for you. Track the Phantom's trail to find what item the thorns tore off. Compare it to the suspect photos. Cross off whoever didn't have the item in the first place. I don't know, call me crazy. I feel like that grammatically, my brain wasn't working last night and it still isn't working. It took me, I had to read through it like at least 3 times to figure out what they were asking me to do. And there's a lot of people. It took me forever to even get up close to even see the footprints.
All right, so you said we don't have to see Fred because we already solved Fred's clue?
As far as I understand it, on page 9, this is Fred's mini HQ, was the graveyard, but Fred's not at the graveyard. He's kind of few yards that way. So you don't have to talk to Fred to get the answer for this clue. You can just do it all on your own without even talking to the characters.
So that's gonna let you know who is innocent, who might still be a suspect. That is the trap that we're gonna use on the Phantom Director once we find out who they are. I decided to add a slide as the last little element because, I mean, they're going to jail, so might as well have one last ride, right?
How you doing, Fred?
You know, it's a little overwhelming, it's a little chaotic, but that's why I'm glad you're all here to help us out. Have you been able to narrow down our suspects?
Yes, we solved the footprints.
Carla, she's not. She's good. Carla's fine.
You think so? Walk me through your process.
Well, she don't have the badge.
Oh, good eye. So she couldn't have lost it if she never had it, right?
Exactly.
Well, very nice. Well, we don't want the FAM director to know we might be onto his trail, so mum's the word, right?
Is there anything we should tell Daphne?
Tell her I miss her, and I'm playing a date for her, and you know, the rest of the gang. So we're all just gonna go to the Trapezium again. Oh, careful, gang. All right, everybody, back up. Monsters incoming. Let you know when it's safe again. Hi, welcome. Perfect timing. We weren't doing anything at all other than solving a mystery. Fortunately, you are about to witness precision, leadership, and upper body coordination. I hope that's relevant. Careful, whoa, hey. I have a lot of trap stuff going on. There is a tripwire, I know you can't see it, but if you were to step on it, it would trigger the whole thing, and then this would all be a mess. Okay, that was fun. Well, please work. I am working on a trap, and you're about to witness true magic. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hang on. All right. Nope. 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 You broke it. What I meant to say was, I built traps. Good ones, smart ones, complex ones. Right? 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 Yeah. See, they know. Occasionally survivable ones too. Ah, don't hurt me! Was that approval? That felt like approval. I'll take what I can get.
Good job, Fred.
Thanks. Thanks for having my back.
All right, let's see. Let's look at all the fun little posters. Miracle Tonic. Dr. Jekyll's Apothecary. Be the power in the monster you create. Bridal florals. Till death do us part. Field Expedition Season 1921. The British Museum. Sadly, it's closed. They've gone out on a fishing expedition. On display, The Mummy. April 23rd till May 16th. That's the dates of FanFest nights. The History Reveal. Now on display. Egypt Comes Alive. Discover the exotic worlds. And Scooby is right there. So all the signs do feel in universe. All right, so we're trying to figure out the next step. What'd you figure out?
I'm pretty sure you have to do Velma before Daphne because I'm just reading the thing and it says you have to read the video or look at the video feed of what the characters were wearing in Velma's, and then you go to Daphne's to see to match the cloak to the correct suspect. I think.
Right,
We'll figure it out.
So you just can't jump around. You have to go in order.
I don't think if you did Daphne's first, it would make sense. I'm pretty sure you have to do Velma's first.
Like, you can't even get over there. There's just so many people. We're going to Video Village. This is the issue. Every place you go is just a giant crowd of people. You can't see what's going on. You have to fight your way in. This is not fun. There's Velma. I don't see Velma in there.
I have my headquarters and my base camp. Rise from where? You guys hear that? You hear the Phantom Director? You don't get it? What do we need to walk through? Tell me what you're confused about. So what you need to do is you need to compare it to the larger scale map on the television there. I have the doors pictured.
Right, so they had monitors where Velma was. Now they have a larger screen, which will kind of help you figure it out.
Find where each color cloak was. Compare these locations on the map. The cloak furthest away.
Aubrey, this is Big Guy. Big Guy, this is Aubrey. Now shake hands, Big Guy. Want to shake her hand? There you go. See, he's not so bad. Just don't go near any small bodies of water with him, okay? All right, guys.
Frankenstein, we got something to show you.
Oh, yes.
They're merchandising you. Are you getting royalties off that?
Empty pockets. Every 5 minutes, all the monsters kind of go. I think it's because they have headaches, because this is frustrating and not fun.
Oh.
Get the Excedrin.
This is where Creature is. There he is.
I said, this is more my speed.
Yoshi one, simple. Are you able to check my work real quick?
Oh my gosh.
Is that right? Is that
You're in the wrong land, man.
Okay. I think Mario did it. I think he did it.
Oh man. I think it was Colonel Mustard in the library with a sandwich. Turn the sausages. It's sausage turning time. What's your question?
Well, hey.
Hello?
It's not every day you see a celebrity.
Hey, Scoop, hang on a second. I'm talking to somebody. Keep going.
I want to see if you can sign this for me.
Hey, man. What's your name?
Sean.
You want to talk to Sean? Scooby-Doo, it's for you.
Hi, Scoop. What's up?
Yeah? What'd he say?
You want some Scooby snacks?
You want some Scooby snacks? Well, come on over, man. Oh, we're running short.
We need your help with the next clue.
How many clues do you have already?
We've done pretty good so far. We've eliminated 2 people.
Are you bragging? We got pretty good so far, but you're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Okay,
We're not
so did you go see Velma?
Yes, I did.
And what? Oh, good. I'm surprised, are you? And what did Velma tell you?
The cloaks.
That was Daphne. Daphne's got the cloaks.
Well, no, she said look at the colors of the cloaks.
Right.
Go see Daphne after.
Okay. The cloaks are over there at Daphne.
Yes, we did that.
Do you know who Daphne is? Judging by your fashion sense, you guys would totally get along.
No, but she had the video of the cloaks. The video.
Velma has the cloak video.
Yes.
But Daphne over there, go introduce yourself.
Who's on first?
not Daphne. So, did you go to the cemetery?
We did.
Okay, just show me your book. Okay. Does not have
the back.
A lanyard, right? Okay, what about this guy?
He has a lanyard.
Okay. What about this one?
Lanyard. But she had a red cloak.
She has a red cloak?
Yes.
So did you decode the cloak? So you did.
We did.
Why don't you just start with that? That would have saved 16 minutes. So then go over to Lion's Head, okay?
Okay.
And you know how this works.
Yeah.
Not good at this.
Look in the window.
Yep.
Oh, clean it off.
Clean it off.
Look in the window. And what do you see?
Well, we don't know yet.
Then you gotta go over there and then come back.
Thank you,
So
Shaggy.
look at what the window should look like and compare it to this window to what it actually looks like.
You know what's bad when I'm more confused than Shaggy?
You're asking the dude without a clue.
All right, we're coming over here. All right, we gotta look at this and now go over here and see what's missing. All right, we're in this window and these two are missing. Over here you can see the Wolfman's cane inside the window.
Friend.
What do you think, buddy? Sound like a good idea? Oh, careful!
All right, we've got to the point where we're just gonna guess.
Okay, we just finished whatever tonight was, but when you get off the trip, they have an awesome photo op.
It's like a TV and you're watching the episode happen. So you see the final unmasking and Allison is gonna be the final unmasking and Scooby and Shaggy are laughing at you. Yeah, just
kids.
Okay, that is a wrap on FanFest 2026, night number 2. Let's go back to the office. We still have a lot more to talk about. Have my full final rundown and review on if you should spend your time and money coming to FanFest nights this year. Okay guys, we're back in the office, so now let's talk about FanFest nights 2026. Is it worth your time and money? Let's start off first talking about City Walk. I love the variety of food that they had at all the different restaurants. Very well themed. It really made you feel like there was an event happening throughout the entire Universal Studios Hollywood property. property. Okay, so now let's talk about the food inside of the park. Really above average for Universal Studios Hollywood. I kind of wish there was some more food booths. There's that kind of main center area where they really weren't doing anything. That's where the flux capacitors were performing last year. I'd love to see a couple of food booths pop up there, kind of add some more variety and some more IP themed food. I will say the One Piece food line was insane. Expect between a 45-minute and an hour-long wait to get your food. And then even at like pretty much 1 in the morning, there was like 50 people in line to get quick service. So if you're there for the One Piece food, be prepared to wait because it might be a little bit. So now let's talk about the different IPs and kind of everything that was offered. So first let's talk about One Piece. One Piece was one of my favorite parts of FanFest nights. The show was incredible. So many great effects, so many great stunts. Then you had the meet and greets outside, the bar, and the quick service. It was kind of like this One Piece little themed land inside Universal Studios Hollywood. And I thought the fans enjoyed it. People who are not fans, there's something to enjoy there. Merchandise everywhere. Universal's just printing money with the amount of merchandise that they're selling for One Piece. So then there's the Sailor Moon meet and greet and the Sailor Moon show. We didn't do the Sailor Moon show, we didn't have time, but the meet and greet people are going bonkers for. There were so many people there to go meet Sailor Moon. So maybe next year we'll have an expansion of Sailor Moon because it was so popular. That's what they did with One Piece. One Piece was incredibly popular last year and they expanded upon it this year. Okay, so now let's talk about the Wizarding World experience, the search for the hippogriff or whatever name they came up with. I really enjoyed. It's its own unique story that kind of fits in with the Wizarding World aesthetic and theming. The biggest complaint is the capacity, the throughput. If you were in standby, you're gonna be waiting forever. They built it kind of in the extended queue, so when you're in the experience, you have to stay close to the professor to really hear what's going on and to see what's happening. But when you're in the right spot at the right time, it's a great experience. Universal does need to kind of fix the capacity issues, but if you are doing the experience, you're gonna need Express. I would say get Express for one of the nights. I think you need 2 nights to go to FanFest nights, but for one of the nights, get Express, do the Harry Potter experience, do the One Piece show. Everything else you really don't need Express for. Get Express to help you kind of get through those lines and conquer a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so now let's go down to the lower lot. Jurassic Park, so good. It just thinks they weren't allowed to promote it or talk about it or to really put it on the ticket for FanFest nights. A lot of behind the scenes legal stuff we're not gonna talk about.
The bloodsucking lawyer.
But it's a part of FanFest nights, they just can't advertise it as FanFest nights. But I thought every single thing within the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park experience was wonderful. I want them to expand upon it. Give me kind of a, a Hill Valley experience where you're watching this overarching story that's happening. You're getting to like interact with the characters more. I think this is kind of a great stepping stone to kind of building this awesome Jurassic experience. And then we go to Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons is a pretty great themed experience. The issue is it's reused. As you know, Universal Studios Hollywood loves to reuse stuff for after hours events out there. They needed something new because there's a lot of returning people from last year's FanFest nights, and this is just very been there, done that. But if you haven't, it's a great experience. But if you have, you're like, I'm gonna skip it, I'm gonna do something else. Now let's go over to Super Nintendo World. Really enjoyed the evolution of kind of this Yoshi experience. The scavenger hunt worked a lot better. They had Yoshis everywhere. There's a little reward at the end. We didn't do the themed food, but they had special Yoshi themed food. There's a lot to offer for Nintendo fans, especially Yoshi fans. I felt like they really kind of accomplished what they needed to do for a special experience. Now I wanna see them expand upon this. Give me some, Nintendo villains, some different characters that kind of take over Super Nintendo World. I feel like that would be a great evolution of FanFest nights. There's so many characters in the Nintendo universe. I want to see them, expand upon these different stories. So now let's go up to the studio tour and talk about Universal Monsters meets Scooby-Doo. This is what I was most excited for because I'm a big Universal Monsters fan. I love Scooby-Doo, and this was not what I was expecting at all. It was a cluster the entire time. So last year they had the Back to the Future Hill Valley experience. It was like lightning in a bottle. You really can't recapture that magic. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting, not as good, but still a fun, immersive environment, and it kind of fell flat at every single turn. The Universal Monsters that are being advertised on all the merchandise, you got Frankie, you got Bride, you got the Mummy, you got Creature. Mummy does not exist down there. I'm a big Creature fan, and he was just a projection. That was it. That's all the Creature content that you got. Now, the Invisible Man was down there, but you could only get to meet the Invisible Man if you paid $350 for the VIP experience. So yeah, so pretty much all the characters that were offered down there are the exact same characters that you can meet during the daytime. Dracula, Bride, Frankie, the whole Scooby-Doo gang, you can already meet them on the upper lot during the daytime. So pretty much all the specialty characters you can meet except the Wolfman. So the specialty character aspect of it really fell flat because there really wasn't anything special. So now let's talk about this. The Journal. This thing is gonna be infamous in the Universal fandom. This thing was terrible. Like, I mean, beyond terrible. It is heavily rumored that a third-party company kind of designed everything. The last thing you want to do while you're on vacation is like read. And I mean like really read and focus. This, super easy, right? Easy clues, easy answers. This, like, you actually have to think. When you're on vacation, people do not think when they're on vacation. They're relaxed, right? They're enjoying the moment. They're not thinking strategically or, you know, doing an investigation. Then you also have a lot of people with different ages, right? From kids to adults, and then a lot of people from different countries who are coming to Universal Studios. So this was a challenge for pretty much everybody.
Peter, what's happening?
So trying to read this thing while you have Dracula dancing, so many different lights and sounds, it's dark outside, and then when you're trying to figure out what to do, there's a billion people in front of the mystery little clue experience, and then if you need help, you gotta ask the Scooby Gang, but there's a massive line to ask them. So this thing is just god-awful. I feel really bad for the performers because you have some of the most talented performers on the planet and they can't perform. They're pretty much just a classroom teacher trying to help you solve a math problem.
You don't get it? What do we need to walk through? Tell me what you're confused about. So what you need to do is you need to compare it to the larger scale map on the television there.
And it's kind of degrading for the performers because they're so good and they're just helping to answer questions about this. No one wants that.
That's gonna let you know who is innocent, who might still be a suspect.
People want to have fun, kind of immersive interactions with these characters, and these performers are having to now juggle handling these dumb questions. I think how it should have been done is you get off the tram and you go into like an actual kind of HHN house, right? Give me a mini Scooby-Doo Halloween Horror Nights house, so you'd walk through a house and then the story would continue kind of into that whole little area, and then you kind of like take photos with the characters, you know, interact with them, and there'd be kind of one grand finale moment that happens throughout there. I feel like that would have worked a lot better than this because everything revolves around this journal. The whole experience revolves around this journal. So if you don't do this, you really don't understand what's going on. I was down there for like 4+ hours between the 2 days. I still have no idea what's going on. Why was Dracula dancing? Why are the Universal monsters dancing? It all makes zero sense. So I say, if you're coming to FanFest nights as a Universal Monsters fan or a Scooby-Doo fan, you're gonna be let down. But if you're coming for anything else, it's awesome. I do think FanFest nights is an improvement upon last year, besides the Back to the Future stuff. All the different offerings that are happening, it's like last year's FanFest nights, but plus. Now the ticket options, general admission starts at like $74. The ticket that we did was gonna be like the 2-day general admission. It's like $129. I feel like that's the proper amount of time to really enjoy FanFest nights and kind of go at your own pace. So I would suggest going for 2 nights, maybe get Express for one of those nights. I'm excited to see the evolution of FanFest nights. This is year 2. Like with HHN, we've had decades for them to kind of improve upon stuff and figure stuff out. This is year 2 of FanFest nights. Hopefully the team listens to some of the critiques for this year and improves upon it for next year. They did send out guest surveys and they were saying, what would you like to have for next year's FanFest nights? So it is kind of them kind of confirming that FanFest nights will be returning next year. Now, one of the heavily rumored IPs that sadly did not show up this year was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's all heavily rumored. So maybe we might see them pop up next year, but it was heavily rumored to be happening this year. Just kind of stinks. They didn't lock down the rights. Again, that's why we always talk about with these Halloween Horror Nights updates, anything can happen. Until it's officially announced, anything can happen behind the scenes or change. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about FanFest Nights 2026? Will you be going? What did you think about the experience if you did go? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button. Join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things theme parks and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
There's a force to be reckoned with.